Let's bring it back. So, last Friday I took a seminar from Dan. How do you say it? Do you know how to say his name? Manasoiu. Dan Manasoiu. Otherwise, he's known as Big Dan or Giant. He's 6'7", 285 pounds. He can do all the power and pressure of someone of that size, but he has the flexibility of someone that's 100 pounds. So he can pretty much do anything he wants in jiu-jitsu. And he trains out of New Wave. He's been training with John Danaher for just over 5 years now. So you can imagine he's like Gordon Ryan's like training partners and everything, and he makes Gordon Ryan look tiny as shit. But those are the guys he trains with. And so he ran a seminar. We're gonna go over the guillotine from it. So they had asked a question essentially, right? Like, how do we fix these guillotines? Because one guillotine we have better power and less control. The other guillotine we have more control, less power. And again, if you don't follow people in jiu-jitsu, you should be following Danaher because, again, he's a wizard with the shit. And sure enough, he came up with what they call essentially the perfect guillotine. Tight as shit. It has the benefits of both and none of the negatives. Other than you just have to be able to lock it in. I want to make sure I secure the chin strap, I can secure the head, I get good like chest pressure to his back, right? As I'm pressuring in, what I want to do is my head is going to start moving to the outside so that I can get the angle to shoot the choking arm all the way through. And I want to literally come up as if I'm tapping my tricep, or my traps. If I'm going for the arm in, so this is essentially your high elbow right here. I'm now taking my other hand and going behind the arm, coming all the way under and grabbing my elbow. If I can't grab my elbow, I grab my forearm. Once I've blocked here, I step in, my foot slides, I sit, again, I bring my shoulders back and I squeeze. That's all it takes. And it is very tight, all right? One more time. I get control, I shift off a little bit to shoot this hand all the way up. Come back in, lock in the elbow, pressure in, I sit, squeeze. That's all it takes. Now the benefit to this one is depending on how this person goes to escape, it literally makes it tighter. If he tries to cut the angle, it makes it tighter. If he tries to roll through, he physically can't. Because of the way his head is. Again, I have both an arm and the high elbow. So essentially he can't, like, the defenses for one won't work and the defenses for the other won't work because they counter each other. So this is what they're calling like literally the perfect guillotine, but it stems from your ability, like the biggest detail for this is getting this arm. As Dan said, I should be able to say hi to myself. If you struggle like I do with other guillotines, this is a nice one to hit because it can also feed into other shit. If I get in here and I'm starting to set this up and he starts defending this, well, I'm in a position where I can now quickly switch like a Darce choke. And now I can start attacking other chokes because again, I've got a behind the arm control and I've got in front of the neck control. So I can easily transition this to other choking positions if he's able to get hands on and start defending the guillotine before I even be able to sit there. Does that make sense with everyone? Questions on that? All right, 1, 2, 3.
I would have slapped you if I would have gotten this once.
Damn, why?
You gotta be careful.
Don't tap, Zane. Don't do it, Zane. Go to sleep, Zane. Come on, Zane. Oh. For the day?
Jiu-jitsu's hard, man.
What about you?
I'm out here demolishing kids. 13-0 as a pro. Shut the fuck up, Joe. You make me laugh.
You're good.
Time ran out.
No! It is Friday night, about 5:40 p.m. We're sitting outside Maximus Muay Thai in Roselle. To be honest, I don't even know the last time I was actually here on a Friday night. I normally just go and lift, but I decided not to train here on Tuesday and figured, what the hell, let's come in and train Friday night. We're going to do an hour of boxing, hour of Muay Thai. One of the bigger reasons that I'm here, though, is because they are focusing on southpaw and switch stance this week, which is perfect because majority of my students happen to be southpaws, and I really dislike sparring against them. So I'm hoping to pick up a few tricks that I can throw them off a little bit. So that's why we're here. But even more so, it's I kind of realized this today. I really only have like 1 day a week that I actually train for myself when it comes to just grappling or striking as a whole. And it's usually like Tuesday nights. Like Mondays I'm teaching, Thursdays I'm teaching, Sundays I'm teaching. I'm lifting the rest of the days or taking the day off. And obviously like I get training in, like I'm working with the students, I'm doing rounds and stuff, but I'm not like full-blown training and focused on myself. So Tuesdays is normally like my full-blown train day. Whether or not I go super hard that night kind of just depends. But tonight, you know, like ever since I got my black belt in jiu-jitsu, I've kind of been shifting my focus a little bit more towards striking as a whole and just trying to improve my striking overall. So I'm trying to pop into the striking classes as much as I possibly can, or at least just watching and studying footage and stuff online so that I can at least try some of this stuff. So we'll check in with you here in a little bit.
Go ahead. It's on you. Hey, it's on you. Listen, you do what you want, okay? Listen, this right in here is the 1%. Out of those doors is the 99%. People in here are working. They're fighting their fucking demons in here. You want to go out there? This one? Hey, chill out, baby.
No, just a little bit early.
They also learned that your shit's all just fucking cardio.
Everything is cardio. You're going to fucking die in my fucking class. 1,000%. When I say go, you're going to throw one strike of your choosing, explosive, okay? As explosive as you can. Go! Just one, there you go. What? Ah, yeah. Go! Just lightly. Power, go! Back to my one around. Keep going. Back to light. Go!
And that's just a fucking warm-up, dude. We haven't even started the technique yet. He don't care, man. He just loves torturing us. So, but all right, that's it for the warm-up. Let's get to some technique.
Jab, body kick, hook lock. Let's go!
Kicking same leg.
Use the momentum. So on every kick, so look, when you throw it, you go back, spring off of it right away, boom, again. Exactly. Because it's like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Okay? Boom. Right. Big it, knee, cross, hook. Okay. I fucked up on the first.
This leg always stays on the ground. Yes. Like literally bring it up. This leg doesn't move. Ah! Yes.
You want a little break between the second.
Hey!
Fucking dead. You can literally smell it through the camera of what this place smells like right now. But needless to say, we got a good workout in. Everyone here at Maximus trains fucking hard. There's no question about that. They top-notch people in there, top-notch instructors, top-notch, competitors, and just people trying to better themselves. So his class, like Jose in particular, his class is a little bit more cardio-based, so he's definitely going to push you a little bit, get you moving, get your heart beating. Like my sweat was literally sweating, but nonetheless, it was a good class. So we're gonna, that's the training for the night. I'm actually gonna head over now to the gym and go sit in the cold plunge. Yeah, so we'll see you there. Well, I went to the ice bath and I figured, it's 10 o'clock, it's a Friday night. I'll set up the camera, we'll plunge a little bit, and we'll have a chat about the striking class and just cross-training in general. And I figured nobody would be there. And what do you know, the entire spa area was absolutely packed. So we didn't film there. But it was a good class on Friday. It was definitely good. I'm definitely feeling it more today. I'm trying to strike a little bit more. It's definitely an area that I want to improve a lot more. I would say if we're talking like taking my striking experience and putting it on like a belt level for like jiu-jitsu, I would be like a 1 stripe purple, if that. Like I have a very good understanding of striking, but there's tons that I still need to work on. The footwork, the movements a little bit more, learning how to read the body a little bit more, setting up stuff and being able to incorporate different things. So just, you know, stuff that I need to get better at. But again, I was focused a lot on grappling and still am, but I was really just, you know, working towards that black belt and working towards just competing a lot and starting to teach grappling a little bit more. So now that I've kind of reached that goal, like I'm still training that and learning that, but I want to really focus more on the striking and just get better overall with my striking. So I'm trying to take a little bit more classes. I'm studying stuff online, playing around with stuff here in class a little bit, trying to incorporate sparring and drilling a little bit more so that all of us as a whole can get better with our striking. But again, that obviously starts with me as the instructor, which I encourage you, if you're an instructor and you're watching this, you have to constantly learn. Like you can never get stagnant. You always have to look for ways to improve both your own skills, but also something that can carry over to your students. And if you're looking to better yourself, that's only going to better your students in the long run anyway. So I've come across numerous instructors over the years that don't really train other than when they're teaching. They're not really taking seminars. They're not really picking the brains from other instructors. They're not studying stuff online. They're not traveling to other gyms. They've like, okay, I've hit this goal. I'm running classes. I've got a team now. I'm just going to focus on teaching them, which is great. But you still have to be able to build and learn yourself so that you can, again, play around with things, incorporate things, and eventually start teaching that to your students, because things change, right? We see it all the time, even with like the grappling. Like there's so many different, grappling is so different now than it was 10 years ago when I started. It's crazy how far this game has developed. And again, if you're coming up now, like the whites and blues and purple belts that we have now in jiu-jitsu are way better than most brown belts that I know, because they have access to more stuff. They're able to study things earlier than we were able to, and people are just coming up with crazy shit. So always have to better yourself. Now, part of that means that you have to cross-train, and I encourage people to cross-train. I encourage my students to cross-train all the time. And no, it does not mean that they're going to leave you and go to another gym, and if they do, then so be it. But encourage them to cross-train. Like, I don't know everything. I know where my strengths are, I know where my weaknesses are, and I'll encourage certain students to be like, hey, if you're looking to take your striking to this level, then you need to go and seek out this coach, because I'm not that. You know, I'm good for beginners and intermediates. I'm not a striking coach for pro fighters. I can help you. I can work with you. I can, you know, give you a good place to train and work some drills and stuff. But again, if you're trying to get to that level, like, you're going to have to seek somebody else. But it's a good place to start. Just know your place and encourage people to cross-train and seek out the instructors and the talent that's going to be able to help them reach their goals. And again, in turn, by them going out and training with other people and learning other things and getting better, when they come back and they train with you and your students, it's going to make everyone as a whole better again. So cross-train, learn, just never stop learning, people. That being said, though, let's get into some Sunday striking. So I'm going to throw this jab, I'm going to step in, I'm going to crash. Again, if you're with a partner, give that live reaction so that as I crash and I pop up, I expose, uppercut, hook. I'm now going to step back. And as I step back, chances are he's also going to be pressing in. I'm going to hook on the way back. Now I'm back into my regular stance. Now I want you to follow up immediately with 3 jabs as I work to the out. Jab, 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 and work back out. Make sense? Where you going, Joe? That's it? Yeah, Joe can't handle the southpaw. That's it. All right, and when you see it again. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Don't put that one in. Don't put that one in.
Just a punch in the face. You're doing. He was chatting too much.
At the gym?
Yeah? He started talking about,
we're at the
this set's not good, this other set's not good, so I punched him.
Dude, I swear to God, I'll hit the camera.
Two, 1, let's go. 10 seconds, finish that out. Not today.
Yes, you got some meat cook, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Let me get in there, too. A little lower, a little lower. Oh shit, I look like an IFBB pro.
Get out of here, Cash. Get out. Get out. No. Let's see the calves. Let's see the calves. So there you have it, a little bit of a glimpse into our Sunday striking class. Again, it's nice to see that this class is growing a little bit more. I've got a wide range of people that do train with us strictly on Sundays. We have some people that are just trying to stay in shape and lose some weight. Others are wanting, you know, to learn how to strike for self-defense purposes. And then you have everyone else that's just trying to become a more well-rounded martial artist or trying to fight. So they're just kind of getting all that extra training in. But we're definitely growing. It's nice to see on the Sunday mornings to get a good sized crew in here. Today was actually smaller, but yeah, we're getting like 12 to 14 almost every class on Sundays lately, when we had like 3 or 4 to start. So it's good. But that's gonna be it for this vlog. And again, hope you enjoyed it. Let us know. Give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, drop down in the comments what your thoughts were, and stay tuned for the next one, because you are going to start seeing us prepare for Nogi Worlds in December. So we're going to kind of do like an entire series leading up to Nogi Worlds. That is going to start with the next vlog. We're going to give you the full details on that. But other than that, have a good one, stay safe, go train, my friends, and we'll see you next time.